Hello everyone, this is Mick Pletcher and I'm here today to talk about your Facebook post and being able to delete them. Now, as we all know, it's easy to go into Facebook and delete a few posts, but if you've got a lot of posts that you want to get rid of, likes, whatever it is on Facebook, it can take a long time, especially if you post a fair amount on there. So I'm going to show you this new tool that that invented that I've used to clean mine up. Now, one thing you might be saying is, well, is he paranoid? Why would I ever want to do this? Well, there's a lot of reasons to clean up Facebook posts. Let's say, for instance, you break up with an ex, and some people are real sensitive about this, and they're like, oh, I don't want any post on my Facebook that has anything to do with that person ever again. I just want to erase them out of my life. Well, this tool here can help you do that in bulk and get rid of all those posts, and it's really useful for that. Let's say, for instance, you're traveling to foreign countries. Well, some countries can ask for your social media credentials, and if you have some questionable stuff in there that you go to another country that could be offensive there, you could be in trouble, and so you might want to get rid of some of that stuff if it could be offensive in those countries. Coming back across the U.S. border, the U.S. Border Patrol, I know on PC credentials, they can legally ask for your PC credentials and log into your system and go through it. Now, I don't know the legality on the social media. In fact, I think, and don't take me at my word on this because I'm no expert on this, but if I remember correctly, they aren't not able to go into the cloud and look at data in cloud devices. Now, if that includes internet browsing, such as Facebook, that I don't know. But I wouldn't want to take that chance if it was me. And I had stuff on there that could be questionable to them. So that's another avenue why you might want to get rid of this stuff. And then there's also another thing, future job prospects. It's illegal in some places in the country that an employer can't ask for credentials. I remember reading one in Boise, Idaho, where the employers were asking for social media credentials. So, you know, if they ask you for that and they go through your profile, and let's say you don't have anything illegal, but it's something that, you know, maybe you're going and working for a company where their views on certain issues, let's say maybe if you went to a church and you were part of another denomination that doesn't get along with that church, you know, you might want to get rid of some of that stuff. That's just an example right there. So you might want to think about employment possibilities in the future. And so yeah, those are some of my reasons. Well, my main reason was just getting mad at Facebook for them exposing stuff. But so what we're going to do is, so first thing is you got to have Google Chrome. That's the requirement here. And the second thing is you're going to need this application right here on the screen, Social Book Post Manager. That's an add-in for Chrome. Of course, as you can see, I've already added it to my Google Chrome. So once you add it in there, then you can start using it. So let's go to my Facebook profile. All right. So you go into your profile, you go, well, actually you open Facebook, then you click on your name, you go to your Facebook profile at that point, and then you click on View Activity Log. All right. So the application says to go to your activity log, and that's where you start deleting it. Now, how does this application work? Well, you're probably asking that. The way this application works is it goes in and it will scroll through all of these items, and as you probably already know, you click here and you'll hit delete. That's on like a comment or a post. If it's a like, you'll click here and do unlike. Well, the application itself works that same way. It's able to scroll through these, find specific items that you specify in here that meet the criteria, and it literally does the click and unlike, for instance. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Why does it work like this? Well, Facebook put out a new EULA rule. They changed their EULA, saying that use you can't use Graph, Facebook Graph, the language of Facebook. You can't use that. It's actually called FQL, to query and delete posts. That goes against their end user license agreement. So this isn't actually accessing any of that. This is just using the browser itself and actually doing clicks and on here to actually remove the items. Now, some drawbacks about this: it takes a long time to do this. I'm going to show you here the application. All right, there it is. So you saw me click on it up there on my bar. It's one of my add-ins, and that's the application right there. Now, I always make sure this is unchecked. Why is that? Well, first thing is, this application will consume a lot of memory really fast. Number one, you better have a 64-bit system, which I know that's pretty standard today, but if you still have a 32, you're really going to be taxed drastically using this. Number two, you have to do this sequentially, because the way it works is it will scroll through these lists. So this has to all be done sequentially. And in order for that to happen, you'll have to start out like with 2018, June. Now when you, let's say you want to delete everything back to, let's say January of this year. Well, you can't just hit January and and then select this. What happens is, if you hit January, then it's going to have to scroll through every month, June back to January 1st, before it actually catches the January post to start deleting those out. And by the time it gets there, you're going to be well into the gigabytes of data that it's, or memory that is, that it's using up to just to access those. It accumulates that fast. The best I can tell you here is, when you're going through cleaning these out, don't go over, we'll start out at your latest month, so that would be like June now. You're actually best to start out right at the beginning of the month if you're going to do this. Like if you're going to delete everything from May, that way it doesn't have to scroll all the way through all the June posts first and then get to the May, because it will take a long time. Now your speed, how fast it goes, that does mean a lot. So when you click that, you've got 16x, 8, 4, 2, and so on. I usually use the 4x. That's pretty sufficient. It is not going to unclick everything right on the first try. It does skip over some stuff when it's going through this list. There was a while that I was writing a PowerShell script that did something very similar to this, that went through and clicked and deleted. This is actually a much easier one than the PowerShell script I had written, and it did the same thing, and it was very slow, just like this is, and it would skip over certain ones at certain times. So definitely keep it around 4x. So you've got some options down here: delete, privacy. I never have used that one at all. Hide and unhide, I've never used that. I don't care about that. If I want to hide it, I'm just going to delete it. And unlike, that unlikes your post. And then backup, I've never used that one either. Never had any need to. So what you do is, for instance, if you want to, so as you're going through, let's say, let me think one. All right, breakout. Let's say I want to delete something, everything that has breakout in it. All right, so there you go. You see that post down there is in yellow. That means every post that it finds, it will delete it if it has breakout in it. Now, when your text contains, that does both the both sides. It does the email or who it's from. You know, like myself liked so and so's comment. It also includes that text along with the actual text inside the posting. So once you start this, this will start scrolling up and slowly progress through all of these items. Like I said, start with the latest, start going back and slowly deleting them, because it is going to take a very long time. Now, one of the tricks that I can tell you on doing this, let's click out of that, is split these up. Do, like I did mine first, do your likes first. Now, Facebook just recently split the likes and reactions up. So you've got to, let's expand this out. You've got a lot of different things that you can remove from here. So your posts are one, you know, your tag, ones you're tagged in, photos, your likes and reactions, comments, all that. Facebook has done a great job now at splitting all this stuff up. Like movies and TV, I had almost 400 items in there of movies and TV that I had given recommendations on, and I just wanted all those wiped. I didn't care about keeping those in my profile, and I think they went back to 2011. So I just went through there, clicked on that, and then wiped all those out. Now, so I clicked on likes and reactions. I'm going to click on posts and comments. So there's all my posts and comments, or the ones that I've liked as of today. Now, if I go back and click on the social post manager, all I would have to do is hit unlike, and it would start scrolling through these, and it would literally click unlike. Now, I've already done this on most of mine. So, for instance, let's go back. I have no likes. 2017. As you can see, it went back through. I've already been through here. I've cleaned everything of mine out. Now here's one thing I wanted to show you. This popped up today. All right. As you see, it says I have no likes in any of those posts. Well, this one popped up. Here's one thing about Facebook and the activity log. The activity log is not as accurate as you may think. It had told me, and it's told me for about the last couple of weeks since I actually did all these removals, that there were no posts available at all that I had liked. Well, here all of a sudden, this one pops up, May of 2016. Now, one of the advantages here is you don't have to, if it's in another year, you can click on this, on your actual year, and it can start at that year point. So I don't have to start. I go back up to my top, I don't have to start here to go back all the way to the one in 2016 to wipe this out. So let's just show you an example here of how this works. So let's click on the social book manager. We're going to do 2016, and we're going to do May. And I'm going to uncheck that, and we're going to do unlike, and we're going to hit OK. And as we see, it unliked it. Now, he asks for a donation every time you use it. I have donated to him one time. I'm getting ready to donate to him again, the developer, because his tool is fantastic. So I'm going to actually hit cancel this time. And there we go. It's gone. That post is. So now if we scroll back down, as you can see, there is still, it says, at least for now, that there is nothing, no post liked in my profile. I've wiped all those out now. At least I think, until I go back in here again some point in the future and then see more pop up. So that's not going to be a surprise to me. Okay, here's one limitation of this that I learned here just the other day. So we see we can delete these. If somebody has blocked you on Facebook, you are not going to be able to see any likes or post replies to any of their posts on your activity log. So the moment they block you, all your activity with them, it cannot be seen by you. So you can't wipe all your stuff out that you had posted with them. The way I found this out was somebody had blocked me because he and I had really strong disagreements a while back. He unblocked me just recently, and the moment he unblocked me, this page, the likes, and then my profile comments part, lots popped in there that I had thought that I had cleaned out. And of course I wiped them out. So yeah, you will not be able to see those anymore to clear them out of your profile. And I'm assuming the same thing probably happens with a group. Let's say you're kicked out of a group and the group is probably closed to public viewing. I'm guessing that you won't be able to wipe any of the post out of that group if you're out of it and can't see it. So those are some limitations here on this that you definitely need to know about when doing this. So I think that pretty much sums up how this works. Gives you a good idea of how to use this, some of the limitations to it. It's a great tool, but like I said, it is very, very slow. You're gonna probably take you. I mean, I typically had, with likes, posts, and all, I had about 600 to 700 items a month on here. As starting from 2015, it really ramped up, and it took quite a while. I was doing like 1 month a day, so it gives you a good idea of how long it took me to literally wipe all this stuff. But once you get it wiped, I mean, let's be honest here. Who actually goes back years ago and looks and says, oh, he didn't like my post, or he liked it good? I mean, after typically a few days, maybe a few weeks or months, nobody hardly goes back to their old post. Yeah, Facebook shows you the post every day of remembering your old posts, but take a post 5 years ago, if you wiped your like off of it or wiped a reply from it, that somebody gets that reminder from Facebook to look at that post, they're likely not even going to remember, oh, he liked it, but now why is it gone a few years later? So yeah, that's one thing that's not, to me, really a big deal. So I hope this helps you, gives you an idea how to use his tool, and definitely the guy's tool is fantastic. He definitely should be getting some donations to it, because he's done a great service to Facebook users on this. All right, well, I hope that helps you, and again, have a great day.